Good evening everybody and welcome to our virtual Year 9 options evening. My name's Mrs Ward. I'm one of the Deputy Head Teachers at Whitcliffe Mount School, and one of my responsibilities is to look at the options for students as they move from Key Stage 3 into Key Stage 4, Year 10 and 11. It feels very strange doing this presentation without people in front of me in the main hall, but of course everything's been done quite differently this year due to things out of our control, and the Year 9 options evening has been no exception. So after this presentation you'll be able to access all the information that you need to be able to start making your informed choices about the option subjects that you want to carry on into Year 10 and 11. So that will be presentations from the subject staff. There will be an area where you can look at your online option forms, your individualised online option form, and the option booklet as well. And this will all remain available on the website for you to look at after this evening as well. So the website is going to be the main area where you will access all the information that you need until obviously you come back into school from the 8th of March, where you'll be able to have face-to-face conversations with people after the testing and everything else has been put to one side. So the main areas is it's on the Key Stage 4 options area in the curriculum area on our website, and as you found this evening there is a link from the front page to that area, but once that link goes, that is where you will find the information that you will need. And as I've said earlier, the options booklet and all the other things will be available to you. So the three main areas from this web page, once you've got onto it, will be your options booklet, the subject information, the videos and presentations from the members of staff that run those courses, and of course the online option form. So those three boxes, when you click on those, you'll be redirected to the information that you will need to start making those choices. So just a quick look at what our Key Stage 4 timetable looks like. You will have 30 periods of core subjects. They are the subjects that everybody does, so English, Math, Science, Core PE and PACE, and then 20 periods across the timetable for your option subjects. So each option subject will have 5 periods, and that's what it would look like. As you can see, we have got a lot of options available to students in Year 9 to carry through into 10 and 11. So these are the option subjects that we offer our students. Obviously you can't take them all, so you have to narrow that down. And you'll do that by using all the information that's available to you to pick the options that are more suitable for you so that you can progress through Whitcliffe Mount School on into post 16 and further. So this shows you the GCSE courses that we offer in school, but it also shows you how it compares to the old grades that have gone now, just in case you weren't aware that we have moved to a grading system which is 9 to 1, 9 being the highest, and as you can see in the diagram it shows you the comparison there with the old GCSEs. Most GCSEs now have no coursework or assessment. They are a 2-year course and they are examined at the end of Year 11. The asterisks are the core subjects, and some students will get the opportunity to study the separate sciences. That's triple, that's the biology, chemistry and physics. They are each individual GCSEs, and if students choose to do this, then that will form one of their options alongside the core that they would take as normal for the science that we offer in school. Alongside our GCSEs, we offer technical awards, and the technical awards are high quality vocational qualifications, and they are well recognised as being equivalent to GCSEs. In the blue box, you can see the subjects that we offer in technical awards, and the technical awards that we choose to offer at Whitcliffe Mount are our Cambridge Nationals, the Welsh Board Vocational Award, BTEC First Award and BTEC Technical Awards. The table here shows how the technical awards compare to GCSEs. So on the blue column, you've got the GCSE grade from 9 down to 1, and that's where the equivalent grades are awarded for the technical awards, the OCR, the BTEC and the Welsh Board. So for example, if you got a distinction level 2 in one of our technical awards, that would be equivalent to a grade 7 at GCSE. And if you got a pass level 2 in our technical awards, then it would be equivalent to a 4 at GCSE. And as I said before, the technical awards are totally run alongside our GCSEs and are of high value and acceptable in all post-16 settings. Just to emphasise what I said on the previous slide, technical awards are not for just certain subjects, certain students. Anybody can take technical awards. They are high valued and they are totally equivalent to GCSEs, as I showed on the previous slide with the gradings. Also, yes, they are recognised by all sixth form colleges, apprenticeships, world of work and so on, and are fully integrated into our school curriculum. And as you can see there, vocational subjects, and you'll hear this in the presentations from the subject staff as well in their video and presentations, that vocational skills are in high demand in lots of areas. The English Baccalaureate is not a certificate in its own right. It is a recognition that students have achieved a good pass in the subjects in green. So our core subjects, and including modern foreign languages and humanities. The combination of those subjects are looked favourably on in colleges and universities and with employers as well. And we do encourage students to take those subjects so that they can achieve the baccalaureate. Just a few things to remember when making option choices. I have gone through this with Year 9 students in the assembly, and I know they've talked about this with their PACE members of staff and with careers as well. It's really important that you take subjects that you are really, really interested in and are doing well in. And some of the don'ts are about choosing something just because your friend's chosen it. You might not end up in that group. Don't choose something because your teacher, you like the teacher. That teacher may not be teaching you. In history, we have 6 teaching groups. So the odds of you having the same history teacher as this year are quite low. And don't just choose it because it's new. So make sure that the options that you choose fit into your aspirations and what you want to do and what you enjoy and what you are good at. Within the options process, we do always try and accommodate people's choices. Occasionally that can't happen. If it does, then we have to obviously contact yourselves and students to discuss any alternatives. That's why it's so important that the reserved choices are thought about carefully. We have kind of we reserve the right to have that final decision about the subjects that are appropriate for students, because we know the students really well academically. Details about courses sometimes change, so you need to be aware of that. And sometimes if courses are not running, it might be because there's insufficient numbers or because it doesn't fit with the timetable. So sometimes the choices are not available to students, but that's quite rare. Over the last few years, we have used options online. So we've used an online system and got rid of a paper-based system that we used to use. That means that anybody can use any internet connected device to choose the options on. Before students can do that, they will have had to have registered. We have given students instructions on how to do that, and they would have got an email on Monday to be able to follow the link and get registered. Because if they're not registered, they won't be able to access the online options form. The instructions are there on the PowerPoint. They are also in the options booklet, and they are also on the PowerPoint and the assembly that I did with Year 9s last week. Once you've been registered, then going on to the logo, the Sims options form online logo, you can access the individualised options form for your child, and your child can get on there and do that. So there's the instructions. It's very simple. Once you're on there, it's really easy to go on and click on your option form. Just to emphasise, the parent approval section is not active. We don't use that part of it. And if you do have any problems with the options online form, then please email options@whitcliffemount.co.uk. That is manned solely for the options process, so that you will get a quick response if you've got any problems with the forms or accessing them. The options form looks something like this. This is just an example that I've put together just so you can see basically what it looks like. So there will be boxes that you can click in and out of, and on the right hand corner right at the top, your option preferences are saved in the blue circles, the 1, 2, 3 and 4, and your reserve at the bottom. You can go in and out of this form as many times as you want, save it, alter it, edit it until the deadline. Okay, so you can go on, you can change from food prep to 3D product and so on. And again, if you've got any problems with that, please go on to options@whitcliffemount.co.uk email so that we can let you know how to resolve any problems. But you just need to make sure that you have fulfilled the boxes that you need to fill on your option form. And if you're wanting to discuss the option form again, if you want to discuss any part of the option form, the way that the choices have been put together for you, your child, then please email us on options@whitcliffemount.co.uk, and then we can get back to you to get that sorted as soon as possible. One thing just to remember before I go on to reminding people about the deadline, when you look at the options form and in the booklet, it shows very clearly some of the subjects that you are not able to take together. They're called our forbidden combinations. So please make sure that you read those and make sure that you look at that before you put your options down on the form. Thank you very much. So, just going now to the options deadline, it's really important that they are completed by Monday the 15th of March. Like I said earlier, you can go on and edit and change your form as many times as you want until that date. So that is a really important date. That's when we start looking at the option choices, the numbers, and if things get full very quickly and you are late handing your form in, you may not get the choice that you want. So please make sure that you meet the deadline, and if you've got any issues doing that, again, email us, get in touch with school, let us know so that we can resolve any issues that you are having. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation about Options Evening and the process and how you go about starting to make your option choices from tonight onwards. On this PowerPoint, I've just put a few links there. The students have already had their introduction to the START profile and have been working with careers and in their PACE lessons looking at options as well. So thank you very much, and please browse through the subject information and the options booklet, and if you've got any questions, there is the facility to do that underneath on each subject area. That will go directly to the subject, and if there are any general questions that have not been answered either by the presentation or the subjects or any other avenue that you've been down, then please email us on options@whitcliffemount.co.uk so that we can answer any queries that haven't been answered with the information that is available to you this evening. Thank you very much for your time.